got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a headed jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Smack to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sam's Memorial Stadium here in Brownsville, Texas. And we have our last matchup from the 43rd annual BISD Boys Soccer Showcase. And our last matchup here at the Coach Joe Rodriguez Field comes down to the Rattlers of San Antonio, Reagan, making a long trip down to the Rio Grande Valley, not just the Rio Grande Valley, but to Brownsville, Texas, as many Brownsville fan knows, or may refer to it being the soccer capital of high school. They'll be taking on a really aggressive and tough team on the west side of Brownsville, the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans Memorial. This is Nacho coming to you live from Brownsville, Texas. We're currently at 72 degrees as I anticipated from the last matchup. Winds pushing in every now and then, possibly feeling like somewhere in the 60s. If you're a Gen Z fan out there, you know what temperature you think I'm thinking about. Has a number 6 in it, has a number 7 in it. Probably feels like 67 degrees on the field with the wind. But nonetheless, we have some really good teams for you here, as both teams now with about 8 minutes remaining before kickoff, and both teams playing earlier this morning came away with victories. Veterans Memorial, we covered them first from today's broadcast. Of course, we covered all the games here at Sam's Memorial Stadium. They defeated Brownsville St. Joe 8-0. Following an early injury by their backup kicker, or their backup goalkeeper. We're down to their third string goalkeeper. That's what I found out earlier from Kevin, who joined us from the second St. Joe stream when they took on Brownsville Hannah. And then the Rattlers of San Antonio, Reagan competed at the Brownsville Sports Park turf. They defeated Edinburgh North 3-0. In their favor. So both these teams looking to stay unbeaten at this showcase. Some information from both teams if you're just joining in for the very first time. We'll talk about the visiting team first, San Antonio Reagan. They compete in 27-6A, led by head coach Gilbert Villarreal. And last year went 9-2-3 in district play, ended up being the district champions, of course. And then won their by-district round in the playoffs against San Antonio Brennan 8-1, and then evidently lost in the area round against Vista Ridge 2-1. And like I mentioned, Reagan went up against Edinburgh North earlier today, came away with a 3-0 victory. Now looking to extend another victory here tonight. Meanwhile, over the home side, Brownsville Veterans Memorial compete at the UIL District 32-6A, led by head coach Alberto Vasquez. And the Chargers went 5-3 in district play, ended up being the runner-ups in that district, falling behind to Los Fresnos. And they will be going up against San Antonio Reagan tomorrow. Unfortunately, we won't be covering that game, as that game will take place at the Sports Park again. And we are only covering the games here at Sam Stadium. So if you want to watch that one, you want to come in person for that. And Brownsville Veterans, as the runner-ups, won the by-district round against La Jolla, who we saw earlier today in penalties. Won the area round against Del Rio, who are in the same district as Laredo United, who we also got to see earlier today. and then ended up being defeated in the region semis against Bowie 2-0. A little bit of matchup history, and I did a lot of research. I took maybe about 5 minutes trying to see what I can find, and this is the first ever matchup between these two programs, two very dominant programs, of course. The Rattlers from San Antonio Reagan looking to extend and get another district title this year, and the Brownsville Veterans Chargers looking to shake off their runner-up placement and try to become district champs this year, as both these teams meeting for the very first time here tonight in a late soccer matchup. Some program facts over at San Antonio Reagan side. Reagan won the 2001-2002 UI Out State Championship game against Houston Clear Lake 3-2, and were state finalists in 2003-2004 as the 5A classification. And once the 6A classification came to be, ended up being state finalists again during the 2017-2018 season, and unfortunately were not able to come away with the victory, as both these teams not only trying to get a successful season going, but of course making a deep run in the playoffs and possibly meeting at these playoffs this year. But who knows? Maybe I'm predicting 3 months into the future from now, we might come back around to this stream and see how it's going to go. But nonetheless, we got about 4 minutes left to go, and we're going to go to a short commercial break, and when we return, we'll have these two powerhouse programs go head-to-head. We'll be back on the RSO Network.
At Tortilleria Ibañez, flavor starts fresh every all made for you. Tortilleria Ibañez, tradition on every plate.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason Starkey with Gallery Homes.
Here at Gallery, we make building your new home simple and stress-free. From sales to selections, we handle every step so you can enjoy the journey to your new home. This is Gallery, where your dreams become.
For sticking with and we are back here on the RSO Network. Again, thank you everybody for your patience here as we get this game going. Should be smooth sailing now as Reagan looks to attack deep at their own end, and a good slide there by the goalkeeper for the Chargers. Brownsville Veterans kicking this one far away, and that'll sail all the way to midfield. Chargers send this one far out of possession, and it will go to Reagan. And Reagan with possession of the ball, now moving it up the field here. Sending many players on the veteran side of the field with a good stop there. And Reagan now looking for an attack here. Go to the left-hand side. Trying to create an opportunity here. Cuts in through and gets disrupted by the Charger defense. Reagan loses possession now. Chargers with an opportunity to counter. That's number 10, Alan Hernandez, with the stop there. And he'll let that one swing out. And not able to connect. Reagan now with possession. And Reagan now moving with full force. Passes it to the back. And now have a chance to set this one up. No, deflected off from Brownsville Veterans. Veterans player gets tripped up following the pass there. The officials will blow the whistle. And still down on the field there for Brownsville Veterans. And able to get back up for the Chargers, now being able to set up for the free kick. Ball sails high up and returned by Reagan. Reagan now trying to make a move there, but gets held up by the Chargers. And number 18, Roman Sahedi with the move there. Reagan now with a big push. Curves it into the out of bounds area, and it will be a goal kick for Brownsville Veterans. So 10 minutes gone by, a lot of back and forth action, not many opportunities being created for both ends. I would say Reagan has moved a bit more on the veteran side with possession control, as the Chargers, again, if we're looking at the last game to this game, you just need to get these open passes and allow these open opportunities to be created if we want to get an opportunity for a goal. Brownsville Veterans moving quickly with the ball. And he'll be Traba, finds an opening inside. Hernandez swings it out, but quickly picked up by the Rattlers, and back to the Chargers. And that ball will roll out of bounds. And it will be a Veterans throw-in. Veterans trying to put it back down on the ground, but recovered by Reagan. Reagan now with the movement on the left-hand side, moving quick. And they find an opening inside, but too far out. That'll go out of bounds, and another goal kick for Brownsville Veterans. Veterans trying to get something drawn up here in the middle, goes too far out, and it'll now be a throw-in for Reagan. Nice cut inside the middle. Reagan with an opportunity here. Good shot, and it goes up. Good contested shot there by Reagan. That'll be a goal kick for Brownsville Veterans. First shot on goal there. Not able to connect as we take a look at that replay. Inbound throw there by Sahedi. Able to feed it off to Frazier. Frazier passes it down the middle for a shot opportunity. I believe was to Franco Gordoa, but I'll get a confirmation in just a second. Meanwhile, Reagan now in possession to score another goal. Get the ball deflected there a bit. Goes out of control or out of reach, and it'll be a Veterans throw-in. Throwing now for Brownsville Veterans. And that'll go out of bounds, and it will stay Brownsville Veterans. Reagan now trying to create some room here. And he will get the call there. As Reagan now with a free kick opportunity, a ball will be placed at about the 15-yard line marker of the football field. So it's about a 25-yard range between the position of the ball and the goal. Reagan with an opportunity here with the free kick. A four-man wall from Brownsville Veterans. And it does get deflected and out of bounds. So that will be a corner kick for Reagan. San Antonio Reagan now setting it up on the corner there. Bernardo Gordoa. Kicking it up high for Reagan, too far out, and that's going to roll out of bounds. And that'll be a goal kick now for Brownsville Veterans. Veterans trying to move the ball there, gets disrupted by the Reagan defenders. Brilliant. Jernigan with the ball, swings it to the left side. Back to Jernigan. Jernigan closely contested, able to dribble it forward. And met up by pressure by the Chargers. Chargers now with the turnover. Trying to move the ball quickly, gets tripped up and picked up again by Reagan. Reagan feeds it off in the middle. Jernigan feeds it inside to number 8. Machado. Not able to keep the connection going. Now they have the ball again. Machado swings it outside to the back. That's Powell with the ball now. Powell now feed it inside. Try to slide it in for the possession, not able to get it. Brownsville Veterans now back with the ball. And they'll start pushing the ball a bit. Zamora passing it to the left-hand side, and a push there by Jernigan. Officials will blow the whistle there. And Veterans with the free kick near the side marker here. And number 10 for Brownsville Veterans, Alan Hernandez, with the attempt here of the free kick. Hernandez lobs it up high, centers it, picked up by the goalkeeper of Reagan. As he'll try to move the ball quickly now to the other side. Evan Romero with the ball. Tries to spin around, finds an open man in the middle, good feed off. That's gonna be Gordoa. Gordoa with the ball, now driving it up himself. Gordoa moving inside. Gordoa kicks the ball, sails too far to the left. And not sure if that was deflected off the Charger defender. It was, so it's going to be a corner kick for San Antonio Reagan again. Reagan lining up for the corner kick here. I believe that's number 8, Mateo Machado. Kicking this one off from the corner. Curves it far out and gets deflected out. Reagan pushes it back on the outside. Another pass inside. Good deflection for the Chargers. And picked up by the goalkeeper. So Reagan now putting a little bit more effort here as we get near the halfway point of the first half. Chargers opening up just a little bit more to extend their possession here. Meanwhile, they lose that one. We'll hand it off to Reagan. And it'll be Frazier with the ball. Frazier loses it on the way up. Picked up by Sacheti. Sacheti will just feed it inside to Powell. Powell swings it to the other side now. That's going to be too far out, and that'll be a throw-in for Brownsville Veterans. Veterans trying to move quickly here. Decided to take a step back. Out of bounds. Throw-in for Brownsville Veterans. Good delivery there of the ball will give the Chargers an opportunity to set this one up. And a miscue there on the handoff will now go back to San Antonio Reagan. Reagan too far out. Powerful pass there. Goes out of bounds. And then again, Brownsville Veterans with a throw-in. A little bit too far out as the Charger striker Neely gets there, and now he lobs it really quick. Trying to set this one up now. Need to create an opportunity here if they want to score. Number 9 with the ball, loses it. That was Luis Casado, or Casares. Not able to get it here. And they'll just roll this to the goalkeeper, and he'll just pick it up. Brownsville Veterans sends this one long, an opportunity for Zamora. But Reagan able to pick it up. And now Reagan has possession. Nearly able to disrupt that pass there, but able to come back forward for the Chargers. Zamora with a good stop there. And now it's Casado or Casares with the ball. Chargers with a poor pass there, quickly give it off to Reagan. Now they have a near one-on-one opportunity as they are able to lob this one over to their goalkeeper to prevent it from getting that opportunity through. Chargers now trying to move the ball here. Villarreal will feed it off inside. Finds Zamora. Zamora's going to feed it to the left-hand side. Create an opportunity for Pedro Zamora. Pedro Zamora lobs it in the middle. Not enough power there. That'll be a goal kick for San Antonio Reagan. Substitutions now being made from both sides. Reagan will bring in number 10. Pablo Lozano, and Brownsville Veterans bringing in numbers 17 and 20. Rolando Cespeda and number 20, Victor Olvera. Victor being the player of the game earlier against Brownsville St. Joe, scored a pair, while many of his other teammates got one in each. Olvera maybe could set something up for the Chargers on the attacking end of things, hoping they can give him a chance to score it, as that one will sail high and out. That'll be a throw-in for Reagan. It actually deflected off the Charger defender. And again, a shout out to that DJ, really going off there. I don't even know where that speaker is. Another throw in for the Chargers. And the Chargers now with an opportunity, 3-on-3, as the Reagan players come from behind to build some pressure. A bit too far behind, having to reset a little bit. Another opportunity here. Not able to connect. And disruption there by the Chargers. Get themselves back the ball. And they'll send this one far back as they look to get this one close. And a deflection by Reagan, just going to kick this one out of bounds. From number 14, Frazier just kicks it out. It'll be Veterans ball. And a good bounce there will give the Chargers an opportunity to center this one through and off the leg of the Reagan defender. And Reagan out with an opportunity to counter. Number 7, Gordoa, gets disrupted by the Charger defender, just rolled that one out of bounds. And it'll be Reagan's throwing now. Gordoa, correction. Yeah, Gordoa, Bernardo Gordoa. We have 2 Gordoas on this roster. Now switch it to number 14, Frazier. Frazier with the throw-in now. Frazier just passes it back to number 16, D'Ambrosio. To number 24, Jernigan. And to number 12, Powell. And he'll feed that one inside, disrupted by the Chargers. Veterans with a chance to counter. And Reagan just showing off some great speed here early in this match. See if they can retain the stamina throughout the game here. As the Chargers now in control, trying to get something set up here with 15 minutes remaining here in the first half. And Chargers smartly kick it to the back end for their goalkeeper. And he'll pass it shortly to the Charger defender, number 23, I believe. And a good pass inside to the left side, I should say. Zamora, Pedro Zamora, could go for this one himself. And deflected by Jernigan. Jernigan, great defensive pressure there. Not allowing Veterans to set up here. And a good pass to the right side, gets tripped up. And Reagan with a chance to counter will lob this one. And it is within reach. As Gordoa tries to goes in for a goal, gets swept up briefly, and Reagan with a shot here. Want an offsides call, won't get it, and deflected off the Charger defender. Reagan still in attacking position. Swings it out again, and caught by the Charger goalkeeper. Nicely done. Good sequence there by Reagan. Just being a bit patient with the ball, trying to create a chance to get a good, clean shot through. But just unfortunately fell a bit short there. Meanwhile, Chargers moving the ball now. Outruns them 2-1. Could be a goal here. No. Rolls far to the right-hand side off the deflection. And it'll be a Charger throw-in. Still 0-0 here in this matchup. As Reagan sends this one towards the middle of the field, pick up by the Chargers with a high lob pass here. And the Reagan defender tripped up there now with an opportunity to attack. Number 14, Frazier moving the ball now. Frazier moving in the middle. Frazier moving more in the middle. Frazier moving back. Finds Mateo Machado, now goes to the left-hand side. And that'll be an offsides call against Reagan. Turn the ball over for a free kick for Brownsville Veterans. Great defensive efforts from both sides of the ball early on here in this matchup. Brownsville Veterans trying to create a bit more opportunities on the opposing end of the field here, trying to set up some opportunities, particularly for number 19, Pedro Zamora, as he's been able to get to the left-hand side pretty consistently with the ball. And Reagan with the ball, with the goalkeeper. Swings it to the left-hand side. Finds Jernigan. Jernigan sends it out deep and too high for the Rattlers. It'll be Brownsville Vets for the throw-in. Nearly missed that deflection there. Stays with Brownsville Veterans. And the Rattlers just send this one to the bleachers. And it'll be a throw-in again for the Chargers. And a substitution now being made for the Rattlers. In comes number 11, Christian Aranibal, for number 14, Riker Frazier, who's done a pretty well job here in the first half. And a trap there will force a throw in now for Reagan. Reagan with the miss. Possession there. Chargers send it deep into the goalkeeper's side. Now swings it the other way. The Chargers will send this one out. And now tries to go the other way. And to send this one really far and picked up by the Reagan goalkeeper as we reach the 10-minute mark here. And the wind's starting to kick in a little bit. Temperatures now dropping to 71. And the Veterans goalkeeper continue to move the ball here on the left side. Tries to feed it out deep here. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Reagan's ball. Reagan with the throw-in. Try to feed it down the middle, and just enough to avoid the deflection there from the Chargers. And now they're on the move on the left-hand side. Reagan moving up on the field. Tries to center it. Won't get the position they like, and a pretty rough clash there from the two. And the official will stop play here momentarily as a Charger player is down following the tackle there. They'll continue to let this clock run as they take a look at him. And he's able to get back up. And it will be a free kick or drop kick, drop ball, whatever you want to call it, for Reagan. And it'll be a yellow card against Brownsville Veterans following the misconduct from the drop ball there. That'll go against Zamora, and he'll go to the bench. That'll bring in number 26, who I don't have listed on the roster, but we'll keep an eye out for him. And Reagan now swings it to left-hand side. That'll roll out of bounds. And a yellow card now awarded to the coach from Brownsville Veterans. And now it's going to get given a red card, and we'll be out from this game. And the coach from Brownsville Veterans will be ejected from the game here, and he will be done and be sent off. And correct me if I'm wrong, is this the same officiating crew from the last game? And the officials now getting together to discuss here as the clock continues to tick, as the veterans coach makes his way out from the field here in huge frustration. And luckily the Chargers do have an assistant coach who will have to step up now. And that'll be Coach Ayala, I believe, is the assistant coach. He'll step over or step in now. Brownsville veteran fans not in favor of the call here, and it's been a pretty clean game from all the games we got up here. First red card we've seen here at Sam Stadium, and surprisingly it goes to the coach. Reagan now trying to move the ball, picked up by the Chargers. Chargers now in control on the right-hand side. Reagan defenders moving quickly and too far behind, not able to hold the ball there. As Reagan now tries to move the ball, and the officials will stop play here for a second. And another injury on the field here for Brownsville veterans. He'll have to step out. Correction, he'll be able to make his way back on the field. And a drop ball there, continue play. So if you're just joining us, Coach Vasquez from Brownsville Veterans was given a red card and is out from the game. And Coach Ayala, the assistant coach listed on the roster, steps in to fulfill his duty for the remainder of this matchup, now with 4.5 left to go. And that's going to roll out of bounds and will be in favor of Brownsville veterans. And of course the fans here from Brownsville veterans trying to show support of their team regardless of what just happened. And they'll lob this one high. My assumption is that Coach Vasquez was frustrated on the late or the delayed whistle there on the injury that we just had earlier, and was wondering why the whistle wasn't blown earlier than called, which resulted in the yellow. Then he kept going and then evidently given the red. Reagan with a deep throw in there. And veterans keeping it close on their own end. It gives Reagan an opportunity now to set something up here before the end of the first half. Long strike in the middle and too far out to the left. It's going to be a goal kick for Brownsville veterans. So lots of back and forth action towards the last 10 minutes here in this first half. And of course, out of nowhere, the ejection for Coach Vasquez and Brownsville veterans. We'll see what kind of adjustments they'll be able to make with their assistant coach, Coach Ayala. Not sure if this is something they anticipated headed into this matchup. And that ball will roll out of bounds. And it will be a veterans throw-in. And a good pass down for veterans now, down the middle, trying to drive this one forward. And a good pickup there, and will be brought up just enough for the goalkeeper for them to keep possession. Reagan keeping everything on the ground. And now send this one over the air. Good pickup there by the Rattlers. Rattlers now trying to move the ball, and too far out as the Chargers send this one to the side. And a foul there will go in favor of the Chargers on the throw-in. Another foul will be a free kick for Brownsville veterans. As veterans now send their players deep into Reagan's side of the field as they try to open up something for a potential goal. Veteran sends this one far. Gets a dribble through and out of bounds by Reagan, a throw in for Brownsville veterans. A little over a minute remaining here in the first half. And there's a 10-minute break in between. And we'll get the first half highlights for you, as many as we have here on a great back and forth game here between these two teams. Of course, the unfortunate event being the ejection by Coach Vasquez over from Brownsville veterans. Reagan, meanwhile, trying to get something done within the last minute here. And if the game results in a tie, there is no extra time or shootouts. They'll just end it in a draw. Veterans now with a shooting opportunity, won't get it. Second chance here, feeds it inside the middle. Not able to connect there, and Reagan with a great chance there. And another block by Reagan. Back-to-back blocks, nicely done there by San Antonio. And now hustling for the ball here. And that's out of bounds by Reagan. We'll go to Brownsville veterans with under 30 seconds. Veterans gonna take their time. Get one more lob over. And as we anticipate a good contested physical matchup, and a foul was called. And that'll end the half here. Score is 0-0 as we go into the halftime. So fans showing support of their team here at home. Brownsville veterans, of course, being the home team. Only have 3 replay clips for you, which took place earlier in the matchup. Let's take a quick look at them and see how much this game has progressed so far. And it'll now be a throw-in for Reagan. Nice cut inside the middle. Reagan with an opportunity here. Good shot, and it goes up. Good contested shot with an opportunity here with the free kick. A 4-man wall from Brownsville veterans. And it does get deflected and out of bounds. So that will be a corner kick for Reagan. As Gordoa tries to goes in for a goal, gets swept up briefly, and Reagan with a shot here. Want an offsides call, won't get it, and deflected off the Charger defender. Reagan still in attacking position. Swings it out again and caught by the Charger goalkeeper. Nicely done. And those are all the replay clips we have for you, of course, outside of the 3 little snippets we had for you. You know, unfortunately, Coach Vasquez and Brownsville veterans comes away, ends up being ejected, I should say, as many of the Charger players still getting together with one of the officials here during this halftime break. Still want to get clarification on the red card there, but they're kind of huddling on the wrong official there that assigned the red card. So with 9 minutes remaining here during halftime, we'll go to commercial break, and then we'll break down what both teams need to do to execute in the second half. We'll be back on the RSO Network.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
Citation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Turn your passion into a powerful career at Texas Southmost College. Our automotive technology program will train you in everything from maintenance to full vehicle systems repair. Earn a certificate or associate degree and get certified to work as a C maintenance or B-level technician. You'll be guided by seasoned instructors who have decades of real-world automotive experience, helping you get ready to roll into the industry. So take the wheel and apply today at tsc.edu.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
It means a lot to me. TSC has changed me to make me realize that I can accomplish things. Just don't give up. I've come a long way from where I was to what I am now, and there's no limit to where I'm going.
Permatemp Personnel Services has been servicing local businesses for the past 29 years.
Leave the hiring to us. Let us become your personal hiring guru.
We have a network of skilled employees to fit your needs.
Your success is our strategy.
Don't hesitate, call us now.
If you've been in a car crash, call Kenny. We're available to take your call 24/7, and we don't charge a fee unless we win your case. When you're in a car crash, call Kenny. Call 999-1111 now for a free consultation.
of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Injury Lawyers today, 956-999-1111.
Rev up your future with Texas Southmost College's Auto Body Repair Program. In just 2 semesters, you'll gain the skills to become an auto body repair specialist. Learn using industry standard iCar Academy to get you job ready fast. If you're ready to drive your career forward, TSC's Auto Body Repair Program is the place to start. Classes are filling fast, so visit tsc.edu and apply today.
And we are back here on the RSO Network. First half coming to a close as we get set for the second half here. And both teams trying to get some points on the board here as we still have a 0-0 matchup here between the Rattlers from San Antonio Reagan and the Chargers from Brownsville Veterans. As the home crowd now making some noise here in support of their team. And believe it or not, there are other matchups currently going on as well at the Brownsville Sports Park. Currently playing Los Fresnos going up against Weslaco. Sheridan Pioneer going up against Donna North right now. Laredo United, who we saw earlier, going up against La Jolla, currently going up against San Benito. And then Laredo LBJ, who came away with a victory over Brownsville Hannah, going up against Edinburgh North, who lost to this Reagan team. So Reagan, what they need to do is be able to convert on the open opportunities. They've had many chances to shoot the ball. Of course, earlier you saw a goal shot landed on the post out the top, and they'll want to continue that aggression and just continue to dominate on in the running game. Meanwhile, Brownsville Veterans got a bit more strategic towards the second half of the match. Now continuing that strategic plan, opening up to the sides, really forcing the Rattler defenders to spread out, create those open gaps for the Chargers to fill in and try to get this through. And the second half now underway. Brownsville Veterans now shooting or scoring on the right side of your screen. San Antonio Reagan now scoring on the left side of your screen. And a great delivery there by Brownsville Veterans, just a bit too far, and that's going to roll out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for San Antonio Reagan. Good reception by the Chargers, feeds inside the middle, Nearly got it through, and a great stop there by the Rattlers. Picked up by Jernigan on the defensive end of things. Veterans now with a throw-in. Brownsville Veterans now trying to move the ball here. Roberto Zamora gets the ball stolen, but a foul is called. Will remain a free kick now for Brownsville Veterans. And a fan screaming out the same word I've been screaming for the past 40 minutes, opportunities, and that's right. Trying to create opportunities for their team. And the ball will be placed at the 2019-ish marker there, trying to get a 30-yard distance here between the kick and the goal here. And they'll create a wall here for Reagan. It's a 4-man wall, I believe. And Chargers looking to kick this one through. Ball goes too high up, and it'll be a goal kick for Reagan. Again, if you're just joining us, head coach from Brownsville Veterans, Vasquez, ejected towards the end of that first half, which will force assistant coach Ayala to fill in his duties for the remainder of the game. Meanwhile, San Antonio Reagan trying to come up with a way to get this through as they get some pressure early by the Chargers. And the goalkeeper comes up forward, and the Chargers now being able to counter. Passing it short, and he'll shut it off deep, but quickly recovered by the Reagan goalkeeper. Nice reception there. That's number 1, Fandino, the goalkeeper for Reagan. We'll keep a name out there. Good pressure there by the Chargers. Now really coming out, being a bit more physical on the defensive end of things as they quickly make the step up forward. Chargers now moving the ball. In control. Still in control. Good lob pass over. Might be a bit too far out. Officials now blow the whistle. We'll go for San Antonio Reagan. Reagan with the throw-in. Deep in their own end here as they kick this one high and away. And Chargers now again controlling the ball here. Some tugging, some pulling, some moving of the ball. Brownsville Veterans with a nice spin move, creates an open shot opportunity and just missed it on the outside. Great attacking pressure now from Brownsville Veterans as the Chargers now not holding back on these attacks as we pull up that instant replay. Chargers just really fighting through the tugging and the pulling from the Reagan defenders. As you see here with a nice spin move following the move up there. There's that spin move, tries to center a little bit, sends it off and just goes outside to the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Reagan pushing it, led by Jernigan. Jernigan's gonna feed it inside the middle. Reagan tries to find the open man. The goalkeeper is just gonna kick this one far and out. And that'll roll out and will be a throw-in for the Rattlers. The ball will sail up top. And that's going to roll out of bounds. Another throw in for San Antonio Reagan. No, it's going to go to the Chargers. Brownsville Veterans with some great pressure early on here in this second half. Have been a bit more dominant with the ball here as they try to get them through the middle. Passes out to the right-hand side, wide open. Tries to close in on the initial pass there. Lobs it too far to the other side, and that'll roll out of bounds. Another missed opportunity for Brownsville Veterans. Again, not holding anything back this time around. And the fans now from Brownsville Veteran chanting que ellos van a querer un gol, meaning they want a goal, and we'll see what they do here on the throw-in. Brownsville Veterans Getting closer. Getting closer. Passes it inside. Too far out of control. Reagan now moving quickly with the ball. And interrupted by the Chargers. Kicks it too far out to the corner, and it will be a goal kick for Reagan. Very impressed with how Brownsville veterans adjust here in the second half. Now being more present on the Reagan side of the field and just trying to find these open opportunities to get these goals through. And you're probably going to hear me say that throughout the rest of tonight, the word opportunities. That's all they need for a chance for this game. Lobs it quickly to the left-hand side. It might be too far, and it is. It'll be a throw-in for Reagan deep in the corner. And Reagan, again, having to throw it deep in their own corner. We'll have to send this one out. That goes out of bounds, and that's actually going to be a throw-in for Brownsville veterans. Veterans moving quick. Rolls out for the Reagan goalkeeper, and they're going to move quick. And a good deflection there by the Chargers. Reagan with the ball. Too much power is going to go out of bounds. And a throw-in now for Brownsville veterans. Diego Rangel with the throw-in, lobs it up. Able to lob that one over the Reagan player there. And Reagan now with possession. And officials let that one play on. And now we're getting a bit physical here. And they're going to pass this one back deep to the goalkeeper. And a great matchup we have so far here. Jernigan driving it up himself. A bit too far in front of him. Gets stolen by the Chargers. Now veterans on the move. Veterans on the move. Passes to the left-hand side. Lots of space in front of him as he looks to center it in. Gets close to the defender. And that's just going to roll out. And I see what the officials call. It'll be a goal kick for the Rattlers. If the Chargers can keep this momentum going, I could evidently see them with a great shot going in the goal, of course, being a little biased from the Rio Grande Valley. And trying to make sure that both these teams try to get something in before tonight. And Reagan loses possession there of the ball. Now the Chargers. A great pass inside. This could be in favor of the Chargers as some push-off comes off from Reagan, and that'll send out for a corner. So the Chargers now with an opportunity to get something going on the corner. And still plenty of time here. Still got 30 minutes left to go. And kicking the corner kick for the Chargers, number 25, Jacob Martinez, I'm guessing. Again, the handwriting, my apologies. But I can read the first name. Correction, number 26, not listed on this roster. As the ball will sail up high. And the header not able to connect, and it'll be up and recovered by the Rattler goalkeeper. Ball sails high, deflected off the Chargers. Now Reagan in decent position to make a move. Chargers quickly get on the ball. And it'll stay in bounds. Nicely done there. And Brownsville veterans is just going to send this one out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Reagan. Number 18, Sahedi with the throw-in there for the Rattlers. And that goes out of bounds. So it will change possession. It will go to Brownsville veterans. Chargers quickly inbounding the throw in there. And will retain possession and will pass it down the middle. Number 7 with a long pass there. See if they can get to the ball. They will, and they'll be met one-on-one. Chargers cuts it inside. Keeps it inside in the middle. We'll swing it out to the left side now, centers. Picked up by Jernigan. Rattlers now trying to set something up, being a little bit patient here, trying to get something developed as the Chargers quickly interfere with the passing game. And the Rattlers return that passing game back to them. Great steal there by the Chargers. Now back with possession. Pass on the outside. A nice tackle there by the Rattlers. Will be a throw in for Brownsville Veterans. And 2v1 there, of course. Rattlers coming away with the ball there. And a foul there will give a free kick to San Antonio Reagan. Reagan with a nice pass inside. Gets help behind him. And now have a chance to set it up. But Chargers putting pressure here, 2v1. And the Chargers able to get the ball. Send this one far out. Reagan trying to set something up. A nice deep pass inside. And a near missed opportunity able to be recovered by the Charger goalkeeper. Ooh, got scared for a second there. Reagan quickly moving on that ball. Loses footing. Picked up by Reagan. Reagan now looking to attack quickly. Find a pass inside. And it's going to get deflected. And quickly needs to be hit out of bounds. And Reagan doing a really good job trying to keep that one in. Won't get it. And will turn the ball over. Chargers with the throw in. And a foul will be called. Will go in favor of the Chargers. And it'll be a free kick. And that'll give some time for the Chargers to drop down. As Reagan now trying to convert a couple times following the quick possession changes. And that one is going to stay in their favor. Jernigan with the ball. And a nice header there by the Chargers. And Jernigan showing off the speed there, beating off some of the defenders there from Brownsville Veterans. And the Chargers now with the ball again. Kicks it to get rid of it. And now Jernigan playing more inside the middle. Nice placement there, recovered by the Chargers. And the Rattlers now in the control. And they'll kick this one out of bounds. And Chargers still with the ball. And a foul was called. And the Chargers will have a free kick. Chargers wanted that one to be played on as he had an opportunity there. And Charger fans, of course, not in favor of the stoppage there. Chargers now trying to make a cut inside. Pass disrupted by Reagan. Chargers moving quickly. Nice throwing inside there. Opportunity for the Chargers. Kick goes up and not enough. And Reagan just going to kick this one low and quickly sends it off to the Chargers. Chargers looking for an answer here. Have an open shot here on the left side, deflected. With a second opportunity, deflected again. And that's going to roll out of bounds for a corner for Brownsville Veterans. Nice double stop there by the goalkeeper, Samuel Fandino. Chargers now going to the corner for a chance to score. Brownsville veterans now lining up for the corner kick. A bit short. Reagan misses the kick there. Veterans will have possession. Thought about sending that one back inside. Won't get the players they need for that, and that's going to go too far out. And it will be a goal kick for San Antonio Reagan. Substitution now being made for San Antonio Reagan as the goal kick now goes off. And the Chargers looking like a completely different team the second half. Not able to attack as much on the first half as they're doing now. Being a bit more physical, really pressing on the ball. And when they have the ball, really trying to make an effort to get it to the open man. Reagan now in full speed. It's going to roll out of bounds and a throw in for veterans. Ball goes high out of bounds. Goes to row X, as it looks like on the visitor side. And Brownsville veterans with the ball. Here's a throw in from the Chargers. Everybody was in complete silence for a second there. Reagan not able to hold the ball. There will be a foul for some reason. And it'll be a free kick for the Rattlers. As they try to get the ball over here on our end. Again, we want to thank everybody who's tuned in to this physical matchup between San Antonio Reagan and Brownsville Veterans Memorial. Score is still 0-0 apiece as we get to the halfway mark of the second half. Temperatures, I feel like, dropped even lower. No, it stays at 71. And the Rattlers now trying to get the ball moving on their side of the possession as it goes far out of bounds, and Chargers now with it in with the throw-in. And a foul's call will be a free kick for the Chargers. Looking at about a 50 to 55 yard range here from the spot here as they look to center this one in. Chargers going up. Nobody touches it. Reagan evidently comes away with the ball. And now here they come, looking to attack. Send this one far, picked up by the Chargers, goes up in the air, and that's gonna go out of bounds. And number 18, Sahedi with the throw-in. Gets it to Arteaga. Arteaga with the missed pass there, picked up by the Chargers now. Now the Chargers are moving fast. Chargers moving down the field. Finds an open man on the left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. Again, Chargers putting up great pressure on these intended shots. And now we reach the halfway mark of the second half. And I'm not gonna lie to you folks, I've been standing the entire second half since the Chargers had the first shot attempt. Just excited to see a different version of them, a more aggressive, physical, faster pacing, moving team here as they now build up some pressure on Reagan. Rattlers now moving the ball slowly and quickly stolen away by the Chargers. And Reagan able to cut it through and back with the ball as they now begin to attack. Great defensive stop there by the Chargers with the ball, and here they go. Chargers moving up forward, and it's a slow pass, quickly picked up by the Rattlers. Reagan slowing it down just a bit. And the Chargers with a great defensive pressure, stolen back by the Rattlers. And Chargers with a hit. Jernigan with the header. And Reagan now with a chance to score here. And a tackle will be made, and the whistle will be blown. It will be a yellow card against the Chargers. And it looks like Reagan will be able to position it between the 20 and the 15-yard line mark of the football field. So it's about 20 to 32 yards in range. And Reagan will get a free kick here. 18 minutes to go. This is an opportunity Reagan is going to want to take advantage of. And in comes number 15, Diego Zuniga for Brownsville Veterans. And the free kick now for San Antonio Reagan. Ball goes up. Jernigan, the intended player there, won't get it. And a foul will be called, will be Brownsville Veterans ball. And an injured player on the field is a Brownsville Veterans player. Slow to get up is number 3, Pedro Zamora. And he's able to get back up, shake it off, and resume play. And of course, tomorrow we'll be covering a couple more games here at Samson Memorial Stadium during the BISD Boys Soccer Showcase. As the Chargers now trying to make an effort here. Swing it to the left-hand side. Lots of space in the front here. As the Reagan defender makes a great sliding tackle there to send the ball away, and it'll be a corner kick for Brownsville Veterans. The Charger fans now making some noise. Kick goes up, a little bit low. Ricocheted off the defender's leg of the Rattlers. Doesn't get the kick he anticipated. Reagan now sends it off to the other end. And it goes the wrong way. Jernigan passes it to the left side. Sahedi not able to keep control there. Brownsville Veterans ball. Chargers now trying to move the ball. And it's too far. Yeah, just outside. It'll be a throw-in for San Antonio Reagan. Substitution now being made over the San Antonio bench. In comes number 12 for the Rattlers. That's going to be Kai Powell. And the Rattlers now will throw it in on the inbound pass. Or a throw-in play here, I should say. As I mentioned, matchups tomorrow we'll be covering here at Samson Memorial Stadium. At 10 o'clock, we have Brownsville Pays going up against Laredo Martin. And then at noon, Brownsville Lopez will be going up against Corpus Christi Veterans. We had an opportunity to cover them earlier today. We'll see them again in action tomorrow. And closing out the matchup here would be Brownsville Porter going up against Sherilyn, who we got to see defeat Brownsville Rivera. See if Porter can make some noise tomorrow. That game is at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, Brownsville Veterans trying to move the ball again. And quickly stolen by the Rattlers. Back to the Chargers. As Diego Rangel swings it to his defender teammate. A quick send-off now. And good pickup there by the Chargers. Jernigan applying some pressure, able to get the ball back for the Rattlers and sends this one off. Chargers with the ball have an opportunity for a shot here, and too far to the left. I don't know, folks. This is going to be a close one as we get under 15 minutes now. Feel free to share this stream as this game gets closer and closer to the end. Still 0-0 apiece. And Reagan will just keep it low and take it up for a lob. And that's going to roll out of bounds. And now Brownsville Veterans trying to get a substitution, and let's see when they decide to get it through as the inbound or the throw-in goes. And Rattlers now have an opportunity here on the left-hand side. And that's just going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for the Rattlers. And it'll be number 8, I believe. That's Mateo Machado, who's going to be kicking the corner kick here for San Antonio Reagan. Ball goes up. Reagan hits the ball, and it's a goal for San Antonio Reagan. Goal made by number 17, Javier Arteaga, finds the open net and scores for the Rattlers. And the Rattlers are served to celebrate, and they do. As we take a look at that replay, as Machado lines up for the corner kick. Sends this one over at the top. Gets deflected off a bit and just strikes it to the corner there for San Antonio Reagan. And a substitution now is being made for Brownsville Veterans. And Brownsville Veterans now need to move with a little bit more urgency as they have before. And they'll quickly move the ball here on the left-hand side. Trying to create something here. Still has the ball here. Still has the ball here. Chargers just missed the opportunity to get it in control as they'll make a cut back. Chargers fail to get it through as that ball is going to go out of bounds. And a throw-in now for the Chargers again. Number 7 taking it himself, passes it back, gets the ball back himself. Chargers trying to move the ball on the edge, misses the kick there, and it's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick for Reagan. Now Reagan can chew up as much clock as they can without putting themselves in penalty trouble. As we have now 10.5 left to go in this great matchup. Brownsville Veterans continuing to push the ball through as they try to get something going here with the ball. Lobs it a little too high. Officials going to let this one play on. Reagan still has control of the ball. And they're going to send that one out of bounds, and a throw in now for Reagan. And again, Reagan can eat up some clock here now. Not in any rush whatsoever with the 1-0 lead. And Chargers quickly trying to move here. Have the ball. Nearly goes out of bounds, but able to keep it in the field here. And Chargers now looking to reset here, trying to see who the open man can be. And a good header there by Reagan. Gets the ball up by the Chargers. Ricochets to the side. It's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for Reagan. Substitution now being made for San Antonio Reagan. And in comes, that's going to be number 8 for Reagan. Mateo Machado had stepped out for just a moment, now brings him back in. And a miscontrol of the ball there would be a throw-in for Brownsville Veterans now. Chargers pushing the ball forward, missed the catch there, and it's going to roll out, and Reagan can just walk their way to the sideline here for the throw-in. Reagan with the throw now. That's going to roll out and will be a throw-in for the Chargers. We'll force it inside. And out of bounds again, another throw-in for Brownsville Veterans. Reagan sends this one high, and the Chargers send it back into return. Jernigan's going to just step over the ball and not allow the Chargers to touch it, and it'll be a goal kick for Reagan. And with 7.5 minutes left to go, Reagan able to convert on a corner kick opportunity that they were able to get connected to with number 17, Javier Arteaga, for the sole goal here in this matchup, as the Chargers continuing to try to push forward here and see if they can at least end this game in a tie. Chargers now moving. Took a bit too long to decide to pass or shoot, as the Rattler defender is going to be able to steal. Chargers again with the ball. Looking for an open player. Going to feed it off to the back. Nearly tripped and would have gone out of bounds. And they're just going to send this one back, trying to reset here. And a push foul will go against Reagan, result in a free kick for the Chargers. Chargers with about 45 yards to cover here. And they'll send this one in the middle, and Jernigan with a high deflection will give Brownsville Veterans a corner kick. Now the Rattlers were able to convert on their last corner kick chance. Let's see if Brownsville Veterans can respond the same way and possibly tie this game up. Here's the setup now for the Chargers. Send this one up. Looks good from our end. A good punch out by the goalkeeper for San Antonio Reagan. And they're just going to send this one away as far as they can. And Reagan now loses the ball there shortly after the pass there. And Brownsville Veterans sends this kickoff far. Reagan full control here, finding these great passes inside. Now drives it up himself and is able to get picked up by the Chargers. Arteaga, who had the goal earlier, passes it inside. Shot attempt too far out to the right, and it'll be a goal kick for Brownsville Veterans. Under 5 minutes to go here. And Veterans trying to force everybody out. And that'll go out far, picked up, and go out. Throw in for Brownsville Veterans. And a collision there results in possession for the Chargers. Reagan could be playing the fake injury game here a little bit to run some more clock as they inch closer to a victory here. Surprised that they're not dropping back more defenders to try to get the ball, as this one will roll out, and a goal kick now for the Chargers. Ball goes out. Veterans where the ball falls called, and a free kick for the Chargers sends it to the other side. Ball's going to bounce now to Race. Veterans has it. Veterans has it. And Reagan able to come away with the stop. Now here come the Rattlers again. Gets deflected by the Chargers, and it'll be a slow walk to the side there for a throw in for San Antonio Reagan. 3 minutes now and ticking. Chargers desperately wanting a goal here to at least tie the match. Meanwhile, Rattlers trying to eat up as much clock as they can to say they beat Brownsville Veterans. That's going to roll out of bounds, and that'll be another throw in for Reagan. And again, just eating up the clock here with under 3 minutes. Throw in now initiated by Powell. Powell is just going to pass it short, and that will be a foul. Be a violation on the throw in. Brownsville Veterans with the throw now. And a violation themselves will now go to Reagan again. Powell will send this one far. Here comes the fake injury game maybe. And they will pause the clock here, so I'll try to sync this up with you all. And they won't stop the clock here. And it'll be a yellow card. Looks like it'll go against Brownsville Veterans. And they'll actually stop the clock with 1:37 remaining. And Reagan now able to get this one through. And Reagan's now going to take their time here. And we'll go out of bounds again. And a foul will be called. Brownsville Veterans now has a chance for a free kick. With now under a minute left to go. Can the Chargers get something off in this last minute of the match? Deflected off of Reagan. It'll be a throw-in for the Chargers. And it's a throw-in for Reagan, actually. Out of bounds again. Will be a throw-in for Reagan again. Ooh. And that'll be a violation. We'll go the other way. Clock is still ticking. Chargers trying to get something going. 20 seconds to go. And that's going to go far out of bounds. And it'll be Veterans throwing with 10 seconds to go. I'm not sure there'll be enough time. They send this one quickly. And that's going to fall far behind, and that'll just about do it. And that'll be the end of it all, ladies and gentlemen. Final score, San Antonio Reagan, Brownsville Veterans 0. And a great second half effort from both teams, especially from Brownsville veterans, really applying lots of pressure, but evidently get the corner kick through and scored by number 17, Javier Arteaga, who is your RSL player of the game. So now with a lot more highlights from the second half, we'll get the full recap and of course evidently with the goal at the end. Again, final score, San Antonio Reagan 1, Brownsville Veterans 0. Here are the full game highlights. And for Reagan. Nice cut inside the middle. Reagan with an opportunity here. Good shot, and it goes up. Good contested shot with an opportunity here with the free kick. A 4-man wall from Brownsville veterans. And it does get deflected and out of bounds. So that will be a corner kick for Reagan. As go to the goal, tries to goes in for a goal, gets swept up briefly, and Reagan with a shot here. Want an offsides call, won't get it, and deflected off the Charger defender. Reagan still in attacking position. Swings it out again and caught by the Charger goalkeeper. Nicely done. And Chargers now again controlling the ball here. Some tugging, some pulling, some moving of the ball. Brownsville veterans with a nice spin move. Creates an open shot opportunity and just missed it on the outside. And Reagan just gonna kick this one low and quickly sends it off to the Chargers. Chargers looking for an answer here. Have an open shot here on the left side, deflected. With a second opportunity, deflected again. And that's gonna roll out of bounds for a corner for Brownsville veterans. Sahedi with the throw in. Gets it to Arteaga. Arteaga with the missed pass there, picked up by the Chargers now. Now the Chargers are moving fast. Chargers moving down the field. Finds an open man on the left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. And good pickup there by the Chargers. Jernigan applying some pressure, able to get the ball back for the Rattlers and sends this one off. Chargers with the ball, have an opportunity for a shot here, and too far to the left. I believe that's Mateo Machado who's going to be kicking the corner kick here for San Antonio Reagan. Ball goes up. Reagan hits the ball, and it's a goal for San Antonio Reagan. And it'll now be a throw-in for Reagan. Nice cut inside the middle. Reagan with an opportunity here. Good shot, and it goes up. Good contested shot with an opportunity here with the free kick. A 4-man wall from Brownsville veterans. And it does get deflected and out of bounds. So that will be a corner kick for Reagan. As go to the goal, tries to goes in for a goal, gets swept up briefly, and Reagan with a shot here. Want an offsides call, won't get it, and deflected off the Charger defender. Reagan still in attacking position. Swings it out again and caught by the Charger goalkeeper. Nicely done. And Chargers now again controlling the ball here. Some tugging, some pulling, some moving of the ball. Brownsville veterans with a nice spin move. Creates an open shot opportunity and just missed it on the outside. And Reagan just gonna kick this one low and quickly sends it off to the Chargers. Chargers looking for an answer here. Have an open shot here on the left side, deflected. With a second opportunity, deflected again. And that's gonna roll out of bounds for a corner for Brownsville veterans. Sahedi with the throw in. Gets it to Arteaga. Arteaga with the missed pass there, picked up by the Chargers now. Now the Chargers are moving fast. Chargers moving down the field. Finds an open man on the left-hand side, and it goes out of bounds. And good pickup there by the Chargers. Jernigan applying some pressure, able to get the ball back for the Rattlers and sends this one off. Chargers with the ball, have an opportunity for a shot here, and too far to the left. I believe that's Mateo Machado who's going to be kicking the corner kick here for San Antonio Reagan. Ball goes up. Reagan hits the ball, and it's a goal for San Antonio Reagan. And those were your full game highlights, as we have our camera now off for tonight. And we've been here since about 8 o'clock in the morning, pulling a 13, 14-hour shift. But hey, it's been a great day of soccer. Earlier this morning at 9 a.m., we saw this veterans team beat Brownsville St. Joe 8-0. Brownsville Rivera coming here afterwards, beating Corpus Christi Vets 2-1 on a good matchup there. And then the third one, La Jolla Laredo United, probably one of my favorites from today. Laredo United up as many as 3-1. La Jolla with a near comeback and back-to-back blocks by their defender in the last minute. Then, of course, with a 1 hour break, both AJ and I, my cameraman, ran all the way to the nearest Whataburger to get a quick bite before we got this afternoon coverage for you. And Brownsville hand on St. Joe, another great game. St. Joe was up 2-1 at the half, and then the Golden Eagles came back firing. So shout out to my Theo, Coach Reyes Prado, and the Golden Eagles coming away with a 6-3 victory over the Bloodhounds. And then Brownsville Rivera came back to go up against Sharyland, a really good Sharyland team, and the Rattlers from Sharyland came away with a 5-1 victory. And then the matchup we just saw here, I evidently thought I was going to be a draw, but near the end there, San Antonio Reagan comes away with a 1-0 victory. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, tomorrow we have 3 matchups lined up for you here at Sam's Memorial Stadium, and of course many others in the 2026 BISD 43rd Annual Boys Soccer Showcase. We'll be covering Brownsville Pace versus Laredo Martin at 10 a.m., followed by Brownsville Lopez against Corpus Christi Veterans again at 12. And then wrapping up the showcase for us here at Sam Stadium, Brownsville Porter against Sharyland again. And that one is at 2. We want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight as we try to recover and get as much rest as we can overnight, and we'll get